Hey everybody, and welcome to the second episode of my past life series where we talk about everything past lives. Basically, I go off the cuff from whatever comes to my mind at the moment that I feel inspired to make it, and we just go from there. So today's subject is going to be the Akashic Records in relation to past lives. Now, the Akashic Records, for those of you that don't know, are basically your soul's history in all directions of time and space. So it contains the information from your past lives, your future lives, your parallel lives. Yes, you have parallel lives. Basically, it's all the same thing happening at once, and everything in relation to it. And that includes the people. So any relationships that you have within this lifetime, any traumatic events, all of this stuff, every bit of information is held within this ethereal record of information that pertains to you. And that is how you access that information. Your vibration, your frequency, the frequency you are emitting out into the universe is basically the key to accessing the information that will best serve you now at this time in your life. If you could access all the information like that is possible for you all at once, you would probably short circuit and perish. You probably wouldn't be here anymore because it's too much information. Your body and your brain would overload. Think about when you're learning so much information when you were in school and you just felt overwhelmed. You're like, I have 6 classes, I have so many professors, how do I keep it straight? It was stressful, overwhelming, and can burn you out. So as a protective mechanism, it is your vibrational frequency that is emitting the information to hit with the right lives that you need to see at this time. So when I do past life meditations or past life regressions with people, they are able to see multiple lives that they live that correspond to the energetic components or energies that are taking place within this particular lifetime. Anytime they see anything or anytime you see anything, it is always going to be something that is in relation to your life now. And then people could think, well, what if like I'm making it up because I'm associating with something? The details that come forward in that, literally, you wouldn't be making it up. There are so many minute details of specifics that you could not be making up in the moment. You're basically tuning into your Akashic records and channeling the information through you and reporting it. So it really does come down to trust when it comes to that. If you don't believe you're receiving information, then you are restricting the flow of that information to you. So we don't necessarily want to do that. We want to be able to be an open channel for the information from our own Akashic records. Now, the Akashic records have been around since the beginning of all things, since the beginning of source energy. And there are Akashic records for our soul, there's Akashic records for the earth. There's Akashic records in relation from ourselves on the earth, ourselves with other people, ourselves, again, in past lives, in ancient lifetimes, or times in the last century, times in the future, future on earth, as well as off earth. You also have information contained within the Akashic records about the lives that don't pertain to you having a physical body. You might have been a plant. I'm looking at my plants. You might have been a plant, or you might see yourself as an animal that you need to embody. Whatever you are shown within your Akashic records is going to be what is important for you to see at this particular time in your life. So if you see yourself as a giraffe all of a sudden, maybe you just need to see that you are really resourceful to really reach above and see things from a higher perspective, but still be grounded on earth. And you're able to nourish yourself by seeing that there are other special nutritions and high in the trees that you can grab. I'm so sorry that became a whole thing. So it is all going to pertain to where you are at in this lifetime. I've had some people see themselves as a tree. I've had some people see themselves as water. I've had some people see themselves as microbes within a pond because they wanted to see how their first incarnation on Earth was. What was their first life? And so their higher self, oversoul, and the beings that work with them showed this person that they were a little microbe in the water and that they fizzled out and died. So you are going to be seeing everything along those lines. The Akashic records are not so limited. Now, some belief systems with the Akashic records say that you can only access information that pertains to like your earth lives, but I don't fully believe that 100% for because I know myself as well as other people that I know that read the Akashic records, we are able to tap into information that does deal with things off world, off Earth, and tune into things that are going to be more cosmic in nature. And when you are seeing particular lives within a meditation or a past life regression, and you start seeing things off Earth, off this world, that's you accessing the Akashic information for your soul, which pertains to not being here. So you're going to hear different schools of thought, but from personal experience and other people that I know within the field, we are able to access information in all directions of time as long as it pertains to our soul and our soul journey. Some people do have many lives, but that doesn't mean that they're going to see these particular lives in a regression. They might need to see one particular life that is most important for them at this particular life, particular time in their life experience. And I've had people see some things from our ancient linear past, but were never shown things from the future. Then they had another regression with me, and they were shown other realities in which they exist because they were ready for it. So if you're not ready to see something, you're not going to be shown it. That's basically what it comes down to. So anything that you are shown, you are ready to receive. And a lot of people go, well, I have fear around seeing past lives because it's going to create trauma or it's going to create. I don't believe in that. I actually don't think that at all. And I've had regression see some dramatic things, but they were good. And it was about healing it and acknowledging it and clearing it. But if they were seeing those particular lifetimes within their Akashic records and accessing those Akashic records, that means that a vibration that is active within them needs to experience that particular life and see those particular images in order to clear and or heal from it. Okay, so it's important in that way. Now, speaking back about the Akashic records, because this is popping into my mind, is explaining how it looks. The Akashic records is an ethereal record, right? It's vibrational in nature. It's in with a field of energy. And so if you think that you're going to see the records within a book or a library, then that's how it's going to appear to you. So kind of like if you like think angels are winged beings or just light orbs, they're going to appear to you in the ways that you can receive them, right? It's based off of your consciousness. So if you feel like your Akashic records aren't in a cool library, that's what they're going to appear to you so that you can access that information. If you think that like the Akashic records look like the Library of Ancient Alexandria, it's going to look Egyptian to you. If you think that they don't look like anything at all and it's just drops of wisdom, that's what it's going to look like to you. If it looks like computer codes and numbers, that's what it's going to look like to you. The point is that it's going to do the work no matter what. You can access this information based off of the conscious level that you're at and how you receive information. So don't put a constriction on how it needs to look or what it needs to be like or anything like that, because you are so unique and significant that it's going to be tailor made to you. And if you try to compare yourself to how other people see the Akashic records or access the Akashic records for past lives and information like that, then you're actually restricting the information that is unique to you. And you can't actually access as much as you would if you were just allowing it to be what it is for you particularly. Okay. So, if you want to access your Akashic records and access past lives, that's all you have to do is set the intention. Now, yes, a regression is the best way to get into a deep state to receive information and to receive healing and to get questions answered and get all that information in. But some people don't have that access or availability to do so at this time. So what you can do to kind of get familiar with that is set the intention to access your Akashic records and the past lives which pertain to you at this particular time. So it's really easy. If I was to do a quickie version of it, I would say, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath in. That deep conscious breath is what centers us in the ground at this particular moment. For it is the present moment in which we can access the information that is best suited for our soul at this particular time. And that can change from moment to moment. It is all based on your consciousness, your awareness, and where you have reached to. So the information that you might have received before this conversation even started has now shifted itself into new levels of information that will best serve your soul at this particular time. So as we close our eyes, we take a deep conscious breath and we center ourselves within this present moment, this 0 point where all possibility exists. We are able to access the information of our soul. And we set the intention, and you are welcome to say this out loud for the vibration of your voice reverberates out into the universe. I set the intention to access my Akashic records, to see the past lives, parallel lives, or future lives, which pertain to me in this particular moment, which serve on the highest good of my soul and provide the information that I need. And so it is. And then what you would like to do is allow yourself to relax into it without expectation, without observation, without analyzation. Relax into it and allow the visions to appear to you in the ways that are best suited. These can come as imprints. These can come as flashes. These can come as thoughts or feelings. Be open to what you receive and observe. Do not analyze. To make the visions easier for you, I suggest that you see a movie screen when your eyes are closed. Pretend you're in a dark movie theater and you can see the gray screen in front of you. And that is where the images will project themselves onto. Just allow yourself to really visualize and imagine that gray movie screen. This process will make it easier for you to have the visions to access your Akashic records, to access your other lives that you live. And remember that it is important that you pull the information, the lessons, the purpose of seeing those visions. For anything that you see is important for you and contains information for you. So allow yourself to extract the information and affirm that you will remember it. Thank you so much. Okay. Didn't expect that to happen just now, but thank you. So as you can see, it is not difficult to access your Akashic records. You are able to set the intention and tune in. I would always tune into love, tune into your heart, and know that everything that you see is for your highest good. And know that anytime you access information, you are accessing the Akashic records. And anytime you're connecting with a being, an angel, an ancestor, a light being, an extra dimensional being, any type of energy that comes to you is part of your Akashic record. It's part of your soul. That's why you vibrate with it. You cannot access that information if you did not have a vibrational frequency which matched it and allowed you to have that experience. So I hope that explains a little bit about the Akashic records, how we access that information, and how past lives are in relation to our Akashic records. Please feel free to comment below. Please feel free to ask any questions and engage with this. And if you'd like to see me do specific videos in past lives, I would love that. Just give me a topic. Please like and subscribe, and we'll release more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. This is Derek Jameson, and I love you all. Bye.